Deep in the magical world of Veggie Valley, where golden sunbeams dance through leaves like honey dripping from a spoon, and clouds drifted by in shapes that looked exactly like fluffy mashed potatoes, lived our hero, a young carrot named Charlie. Deep in the magical world of Veggie Valley, where golden sunbeams dance through leaves like honey dripping from a spoon, and clouds drifted by in shapes that looked exactly like fluffy mashed potatoes, lived our hero, a young carrot named Charlie. But everyone knew him better as Captain Carrot, the brave defender of healthy choices and seeker of new food adventures. Picture Captain Carrot. His skin was the most brilliant orange you've ever seen, like a sunset painted across the sky. His leafy green cape made the most satisfying swooshing sound as he walked, and pinned to his chest was a tiny gold badge that sparkled like stars whenever he showed courage. But despite his impressive appearance, Captain Carrot had a secret that made him different from all the other vegetables in Veggie Valley. He got butterflies in his tummy whenever he had to try new foods. Pause for a moment and think. Sometimes we all feel nervous about trying new things, don't we? Just like Captain Carrot, our tummy might feel fluttery when we see food we've never tasted before. Can you remember a time when you felt that way? One crisp morning, as the New Year's sun was just peeking over the horizon, something magical happened. A letter appeared on Captain Carrot's doorstep, its edges decorated with twinkling rainbow letters and sprinkled with stardust that made his nose tingle when he picked it up. The letter read, "Dearest Captain Carrot, your presence is requested at the Grand New Year Feast. Join us for an extraordinary adventure of tastes and treats, where every veggie brings a new friend to meet. With warmest wishes, Queen Quinoa." Captain Carrot's heart did a little flip-flop. "Oh, goodness," he whispered, his cape drooping until it brushed against the ground like sad autumn leaves. "A new friend? But what if they taste strange? What if they're too spicy? What if—" Listen carefully now. Gurgle, gurgle, grumble. His tummy had something to say about that. It was as if his stomach was telling him, "But what if they're the most delicious thing you've ever tasted?" Setting off on his quest to find a new food friend, Captain Carrot ventured through the winding paths of Veggie Valley. The morning dew sparkled on leaves like tiny diamonds as he met all sorts of wonderful characters. There was Bella Broccoli standing tall and proud in her tree pose, her tiny florets swaying gently in the breeze. "You know something wonderful," she said, balancing perfectly. "Every time you try a new food, your body gets stronger, just like a mighty oak tree reaching for the sky." Further along the path, he encountered Peter P., who was bouncing along like a tiny green rubber ball. "Hey, Captain," Peter called out with a giggle that sounded like bells tinkling. "Did you know every new food is like opening a present? You never know what amazing flavor you might discover." Take a moment to imagine. What kind of delicious surprise would make your taste buds dance with joy? Would it be something sweet like honey? Or maybe something exciting and new that you never tried before? As Captain Carrot's adventure continued, he found himself in an unfamiliar part of Veggie Valley. The path sparkled with bits of rainbow-colored crystals, and there, perched on a shimmering rock, was someone he'd never seen before, a small round purple figure that seemed to glow with its own inner light. "Hello there!" called a friendly voice that sounded like wind chimes in a gentle breeze, "I'm Becky Beat." Captain Carrot's first instinct was to hide behind his cape, which made a soft, swooshing sound as he moved. But then he remembered something his mother always said, her voice warm like sunshine. Sometimes the most wonderful friends come in the most unexpected packages. Becky Beat's smile was as warm as fresh bread from the oven. "I know I might look different," she said kindly, "but I have a special magic. I can turn anything into the most beautiful shade of pink, and I'm sweeter than you might think. Would you like to try a tiny taste? Now let's all be brave together. Can you make your bravest face just like Captain Carrot? Take a deep breath, stand tall, and show us how courageous you can be." Captain Carrot stood up straight, his badge beginning to twinkle like starlight. Taking a deep breath that filled his chest with courage, he declared, "Yes, I would love to." And oh, what a wonderful discovery he made! Becky Beat was absolutely delicious, sweet like candy, but earthy like a garden after rain. They spent the whole afternoon mucking up silly songs about their colors, their voices carrying through the valley like musical rainbows. When the time finally came for the great New Year feast, Captain Carrot walked into the grand hall with his head held high, Becky Beat right by his side. Together they embarked on a magical tasting adventure. They climbed mountains of rainbow quinoa that sparkled like jewels in the feast hall lights. They sailed down cucumber-cooling rivers that refreshed them like morning dew. They watched the sunset from sweet potato square towers that melted in their mouths like clouds made of happiness. With each new taste, Captain Carrot's badge glowed brighter and brighter until it filled the whole room with golden light that danced on the walls like shooting stars. Can you hear it? The magical twinkling sound of courage and discovery. That night, as Captain Carrot headed home under a blanket of twinkling stars, his tummy warm and happy, and his badge still glowing softly, he realized something wonderful. Trying new foods wasn't scary at all. It was the beginning of an amazing adventure, and sometimes the foods that look the most different from what we know become our very best friends. From that day forward, Captain Carrot shared his new favorite saying with everyone he met. New foods, new friends, new adventures ahead. Before we say goodbye, let's dream together. What new food adventure would you like to try? Maybe something colorful like Captain Carrot, or something exciting like Becky Beat. The end.